Hi everyone, I'm so back with week 12. So this is the 19th of March until the 25th of March. So this one, obviously I'm using the backside of Design L. So this is the 6x4 portrait pockets. And I struggled a little bit with this week. A lot of this week was food related, and I kind of wish we got more pictures of people, but never mind. We got pictures of food, and they obviously remind me of what things I did this week. And to be fair, the photos that I had, I could blow up anyway into the larger 6x4, so I wasn't too worried, but I did struggle. So I'm using the Gather at Home collection by Carter Bella, I think it is. And it wasn't perfect for this sort of the layouts as such, like the pockets, but it worked. I wanted the blues, and I wanted the sort of family sort of sentiments, because we did a lot of family things and a lot of eating. I did want a lot of food related stuff as well, so I wanted to obviously use this collection for that reason, to be honest, for the food and for the family aspect of it. I think it is Carter Bella, so I thought it was Echo Park. No, it is Carter Bella, but I only had the one portrait 6x4, so that was quite a thing for this one, because obviously this is 6, so I had to have 4 photos, and then I had to make my own card again for this pocket page. So the only 6x4 that I had, I'm going to use that for my title card. And then the photo that's going to go first is a picture of a Sunday dinner. So we went round to Joe's sister's house on the Sunday for Mother's Day. Joe's mum was there, obviously, so that was nice, and we just had a family catch up. And Lucy does do a very, very good Sunday dinner. Joe's sister does do a very good Sunday dinner, so it was really, really nice. So the washi tape that I'm using is just this heart one that's come from Craft Sensation. It's just black and white. And then I'm going to use some of the word stickers. It says like homemade with love, which obviously matches perfectly. And the paper that I'm using is this really old one from The Works, and it's just like, it's very thick, like cardboard one, really. I don't think it's even got a name, but it's all like black and white, and it's got some glitter and some sort of like iridescent sort of things, so it's a bit of a mixture of everything, really. But because this collection has a lot of black in it, I thought I could use that, because I don't really have much blue paper that I'm willing to give up, because I don't have that much, so I didn't want to use up all my blue paper for this week. So then the photo is going to go next to that. Is the same situation. It was like Sunday dinner, but this was Bilbo trying his hardest to get as anything off the plates of any of us. He's quite bad at it, bless him. He just loves to stick his nose anywhere that there's food, and he doesn't have any boundaries, bless him. So he's really cute, but he just loves food. He's obsessed with anything to do with food. So I'm just going to put a little flag at the top, and then use that larger sticker that says "We Are Family," just because there was a lot of space down the bottom that didn't really need to be on show, like pictures of Joe's sleeve and stuff like that. So I was happy to use that larger sticker there. So that is that one. Then the photo is going to go underneath the title card is another picture of food, and I went to an Italian restaurant with my friends in York called Del Rio's, and it was really nice. It was very authentic Italian. And I had lasagna. Again, I wish we got pictures of us there, but we didn't, unfortunately. So I took a picture of the food, actually, when it was half eaten, to be honest, because it was so good and we were so hungry. But I should have probably made more of an effort to get a better photo there. But it's fine. I still have it there, and I've got some journaling next to it that tells me where we were and who it was with and stuff like that. So that's fine as it is. Again, I've got a lot of space on this photo. That doesn't really need it, so I'm going to use that larger sticker that says "Let's Gather Together," and I'm going to use one of the little milk jugs that goes at the bottom, just because it reminds me of like the furniture and stuff that they had in there. It was all decorated in typical Italian sort of style, with load of like, pots and all sorts of cutlery, and it was just very, very pretty in there. So it just reminded me of a little bit of it. So that's going to go in there. Now the middle pocket is going to be where I'm going to put my journaling card. So there isn't actually anything in the collection for me to use for that, so I'm going to make my own. But for the card that's going to go on the right hand side of the photo, we actually went to Manchester, Joe and I, on the Wednesday. So we just wanted to do a bit of shopping. Joe wanted to spend some money, bless him. He doesn't normally spend money at all. So we wanted to go to Manchester and do a bit of shopping. So we went over there and we found this really cute sandwich place. So cute. It was like a hole in the wall, basically. It was literally like this little window. And you order online and they come down and they give you them. They're quite expensive, but they were good. They were really good. And you do get massive portions. We could have definitely shared one. But it's called Fat Pat's and it's quite, not famous, but people go on about it quite a bit on TikTok and stuff like that. So Joe obviously wanted to see what it was like. So I just took a picture of the actual building because, as I said, it was like a hole in the wall down an alleyway. There's no sort of actual shop or anything like that. So I'm just going to put a little sticker that says Simple Life because it was very simple, but they did do really good sandwiches. And then for my middle card, I'm going to use some of this dark black sort of paper and I'm going to use it to obviously back my journal card. So I'm going to go get a journal card from these. I've got like revision cards, obviously lined, and I've got more different sort of colours from Wilko's, and I wanted just a plain white one. So I just go and grab one from my stash, and I'm going to cut it down a little bit in order to obviously write out some bits and pieces for the week. So yeah, that's it. It was quite easy to do, but it sometimes, in order to think about it, takes ages to actually think about what you want to do. But once you get an idea, it comes quite quickly. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just going to go get a revision card, and then I just use some stickers to decorate it. I do keep it quite simple. I do quite like that paper that I pulled out there. I'm not really sure what sort of pattern you'd call that, but it matched it quite nicely with the black and things. It's quite nice to do almost like a black and white layout. I know there's a bit of blue in there and things, but I haven't done a black and white layout for a while, and I just like the colours. And obviously, as I said, I wanted to use this collection because of the sentiments and the sort of focus on food and family and stuff. But it did push me out of my comfort zone a little bit because I had to makeshift a lot of stuff. So I'm just cutting it down just to put that card on top of the paper. And then I'm going to use that large flower sticker down the bottom and then a word here that says happiness. And then that's pretty much how I leave it. Now for the title card, again, I struggled because even though there's plenty of space on there, I wanted the white alphas, and the only white alphas that I had, I didn't have any W's, so I had to sort of makeshift that again, and I used an M, so it doesn't look quite right, but it will do. So obviously I'm going to I'm just going to use the W and the K for the week, and then the 12. And it just looks a little bit messy. It's not my favourite the way it's come out, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. I've learned from it now. I don't think I can use M's for W's as often as I'd like to, but it's fine. It's fine. But I just really like that 6x4 card anyway. It says, if there is love in the house, it is a palace for sure. I just thought that was quite a cute little sentiment. The only problem I had again was the fact that there wasn't any space for me to put my dates because the ink on my date stamp is in black and I can't change it because that's not the sort of stamp that it is, unfortunately. So I do actually use some of the paper that I've cut off the revision card to stick down so I can put the dates on there. So these are the alphas. These came from, I think, Home Bargains or something like that, and they were quite cheap. And there's quite a few of them. I've just run out of W's, unfortunately. But as you can see, the M just looks ever so slightly weird. So it's not... And I do move them over eventually. I did put them on the side, and I was going to try and fit it all in one line, but because I use the capital letters, it just looks very bulky. So that's why I moved them over a little bit. But I keep the 12 on the side because I'm obviously going to put a little piece of paper down the other side to stamp the dates. So yeah, I do enjoy using all my collections. I do try and use as many different collections as I can because I like it all to be different, and I like to be able to use different collections rather than trying to use up all of the same collection. I like to mix and match, go between them all, so then I've used a little bit of everything really. So yeah, I'm enjoying using these different ones. This was quite a new collection anyway, but I thought it was quite spring-like, but it also matches the criteria, as I said, of family and food and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, this week was quite busy actually. Not really busy compared to the week before, but still a bit busy, still have bits going on. So I do obviously have the second layout with a few more photos to come. But yeah, just coming into spring, sort of, hopefully the weather's going to get a bit nicer. It's been a lot of rain in March, So hopefully a bit more outside activities going on in April. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll be back soon. Bye.